Wilson.
I don't see it anymore since I left home, so I just better. I'm
Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the grand opening of the San Francisco Police Department's Special Victims Unit. I'm Captain Antonio Parra, the commanding officer of the new S.V.U. This morning, I would like to take a couple of moments to briefly acknowledge our Honorable Mayor Ed Lee for being here with us today, Chief Greg Suhr and the San Francisco Police Department command staff, our Police Commissioner President Commissioner Mizuko, and Commissioner Chan as well. Thank you for joining us today. I know how busy your schedules are. I believe District Attorney Gascon was going to be here any moment now. And I wanted to take the opportunity to acknowledge our professional partners that work alongside law enforcement, alongside the DA's office with us as well. Child Protective Services, Adult Protective Services, the San Francisco Child Abuse Prevention Center, the Mayor's Office and Violence Consortium, the Casa De Las Madres, I believe, is also very, very important, and you will see the key role that they play daily here at the S.V.U. With that, I wish to bring to you the Police Chief of the San Francisco Police Department, Greg Suhr.
Thank you, Tony, and welcome, Mr. Mayor, and everyone else for coming. I really appreciate everyone being here, and I think you can tell in my administration, we don't do a lot of press conferences, but this is really, really important. October, as everyone knows, is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and to that end, it was a major priority of mine, and I know of the mayor's, to make it an impression that we have to take care of our most vulnerable. We have, shortly we'll open what is to be the Special Victims Unit in the San Francisco Police Department for the first time, where we consolidate the domestic violence units, juvenile, human trafficking, missing persons, elder abuse and neglect, financial abuse and sex crimes into one unit. Over the next few years, we will go through a huge transition in the police department where some of our most senior and most experienced officers will be retiring, and we want to make sure that we don't lose their expertise, their ability to work with the fantastic people, the advocates, and those people from the district attorney's office to make the most successful prosecutions possible of those that would victimize our most vulnerable. Oftentimes the people that are these victims come with children. We wanted to have a warm space. We wanted it to be a secure space, and I think when you find your way inside, you'll find that that's the case. A lot of these officers will now pick up expertise from each other where maybe they didn't have it before, and when officers go out, if there's a day when we're short, again, they'll bring this additional ability to really connect with the victims that have been taken advantage of. The advocates will also be here providing service and support as they do, I like to think as like in no other city like they do it here in San Francisco. Working together with our other partner city agencies is key to this. And again, this is a cooperative, collaborative effort. It just happens to be located here inside the police department. I want you to take special note when you go inside that we have a children's play area to keep them occupied, safe, warm, and the books inside, we have books in Chinese that were provided by a community member. We have books in Spanish that are on the way. Again, we want to make this a place for everybody. So I'm not going to go on and on. I really want to get to what's important, and that's to get inside. And I'll now pass the microphone over to our mayor, who I can't tell you how much I appreciate his support in pulling this off. It took a lot of change. The collaboration of the men and women of the police department who moved their space, took their time, worked on their time off, and again, worked with me and the command staff to get this done. And I think when you go inside, their hearts are in the right place. Mr. Mayor?
We're going to have.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Deputy Chief Kevin Cash.
Sorry, Channel 26. Good morning. Assembly Speaker Pro Tem Fiona Ma appreciates the invitation and applauds the efforts of Chief Suhr, Captain Para, and the entire SFPD command staff in centralizing all related staffing groups to better serve the victims of special crimes in San Francisco. As the chair of the Select Committee on Domestic Violence, Assemblywoman Ma has been a tireless advocate for victims and survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking. This morning, Fiona is unable to join us as she is chairing a Select Committee hearing in San Jose.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. This is for the first time, and from here on, we have a special victims unit, and it's been a culmination of a lot of discussions. I want to thank Chief Suhr because we said at the outset from his appointment that we're going to not only have to do more, we have to do better with less. And with those ideas in mind, and knowing that we have a dwindling force, but also increased amount of demands from our communities, we needed to do smarter things. And so it makes so much sense that this innovative idea of bringing the various investigative units under the same space, under the same command, can offer us even more resources put together. I want to thank the community-based advocates for their continued advocacy for us to do better, but also their willingness to bring resources and culturally competent resources to work with our law enforcement. This effort here is also a reflection of the commitment from our police commission as well. I want to thank each and every one of them and their leadership, working with the community and working with our police chief. It means so much to bring more resources and better enforcement of our laws right to where the victims may need it. And again, I want to thank the chief for doing this. It is a special time, and we have under here the most vulnerable parts of our population: women, children, and elderly, who can get better service here in a culturally competent way. And I'm proud to be a mayor of a city that knows how to do it even better. We have an increase. In fact, for the state of California, our elderly population is the highest level in the whole state. And so bringing more resources to victims who might be financial victims, victims of abuse for our seniors, as well as recognizing this month as being Domestic Awareness, Violence Awareness Month, that we do better with this coordinated effort. And so I'm glad and excited to see this unit come to fruition. And again, thank our chief for making sure that we reorganize properly with the future in mind. So I'm proud to begin this ribbon cutting and allow everybody to see what we've done here, and also for the community to make sure that they know that we're working very hard day after day to increase and to improve the services that we bring to our city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And if I could just have one more speaker here, the president of our police commission, Commissioner Mizuko, if you'd like to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much. And this is great to see the collaboration between the commission, the mayor's office, the police department, the district attorney's office to put this unit together. It'll increase the expertise that our officers have. It'll streamline the process in terms of managing these units. And again, as we're looking at losing a lot of officers to retirement, this is an excellent idea to train them in new areas. But more importantly, we as a city owe to us the precious jewels that we have in this crown city, and that is the elderly and the children and women that are in domestic violence situations. So I want to thank everybody for getting together and putting this room together, a great place for children to come and protect them and women to feel comfortable. Because as a former prosecutor, I know that in most domestic violence cases, your victims, for other factors, decide no longer to cooperate, and the results sometimes are tragic. So I want to thank the mayor and the police department for taking a big step, and again, leading the state, if not the country, in how we handle these issues. Thank you.
So in closing, just prior to our cutting of the ribbon, I want to acknowledge our new officers in charge, or OICs. The following are assigned to this unit. Lieutenant Michelle Jean, in charge of our domestic violence section. Lieutenant Jason Fox, sex crimes, juvenile and human trafficking. And Lieutenant Arthur Stellini, overseeing our elder abuse and financial crimes. I also want to acknowledge the dedication and ongoing hard work that the investigators assigned to all these different disciplines of investigation, and to be culminated here in room 500. Not only are they enduring the actual logistical move, but they also continue to work on their cases as we were moving forward with this, because they still had to close cases, they still had to interview victims, they still had to testify in court, and did an outstanding job during this very, very difficult time. Along with that, I just wanted to say thank you once again to the mayor and to the chief for making this happen for us. It was a long time overdue, and we're very, very excited. With that, oh, I'm sorry, Chief?
So I'm getting, Channel 26 is really taking a beating over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually forego the honor of cutting this ribbon, and I'm going to ask Commander Sandra Tong, who in 1995 actually conceived of and was the first commanding officer of one of the first domestic violence sections in any police department in California, to do the honors with Mayor Lee with these not-so-classroom-safe scissors. So, Mr. Mayor and Commander Tong, can we get you to come forward and do the honors?